Up until recently, I didn't realize just how many things there were in the coaster community. Like, I'm not talking about people or creators, I'm just talking about things in general. Things could mean rides, events, parks, companies, you name it. It's kind of just like the net worth of the coaster community, if you get what I mean, just everything that's in it. This is a bit of a weird video, but today I'm going to be counting down the top 50 things in the coaster community. The placement of these things depends on how much people talk about it, how much I personally like it, and how beloved it is in the community as a whole. No time to keep dilly-dallying, 50 is a lot of things, so I'm going to go through them as fast as I can. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Credits. A lot of people count the number of coasters they ride and call it credits. I don't know why it's called credits, it just is. Personally, I think it's a little stupid to waste time at a new park going on your 4th SLC if you don't enjoy it, but hey, if you do this, just keep doing your thing. Single rider lines. These cut your wait times in half easily. If you don't use them, then what are you doing? Big Giga Break runs. This is the first thing on the list that might confuse you. These are just a big meme. Everyone loves to clown on these things, but they actually serve a purpose. ElToroRyan has a video on these if you want to know about it, but it's basically just serves as another block zone. I don't know why they're that tall though. GP. Everyone loves hating on the GP. It's just what enthusiasts do. Fast passes. Come on. Who doesn't love fast passes? They get you on a ride in like a 5th of the time it takes to get in the regular standby. The only person that doesn't like fast passes is my wallet. Gravity Group, great manufacturer. They make some of the best wooden coasters out there. They're severely underrated, and I wish we saw more of them in general. Cedar Fair. You'll definitely not see Six Flags in this list because while I personally don't have a problem with them, most other enthusiasts do. Cedar Fair, on the other hand, is beloved by practically everyone. Halloween events. I don't think other people like these as much as I do, but fuck it, it's my list. I have one friend that I go to theme parks heavy with, and let's just say he's a bit of a bitch in haunted houses. That's all. Dive coasters. You know, I would say these are universally hated, and the only reason these are on here because of the negative attention they get, but recently I feel like a lot of people have started to say dive coasters are actually good, and I'm actually really happy with this because I like SheiKra a lot more than is healthy, so it makes me feel less sick in the head when I see this. Coaster Theory. Low-key inspired me to start YouTube. I wish these came out more consistently. Golden Ticket Awards. These are just funny to look at. It's kind of like how enthusiasts low-key love GPs so they can just shit on them. Same thing with the Golden Ticket Awards. Coaster Studios Top 25. The top 25 that everyone waits for every year so that people can be like, I'm gonna have that opinion. Keys to the Kingdom. One of the most beloved coaster events out there. Even though it's relatively new, it, in conjunction with another event that is much higher, is probably the biggest and best gathering of enthusiasts in one park. Problematic coasters. ElToroRyan's golden series that everyone can't get enough of. It's basically 30 minutes of him talking about block zones. Night rides. Some of the best coaster experiences out there. You consistently hear about the legendary Beast, Voyage, and Millie night rides. I've had some great night rides, especially on Nitro, and let me tell you, these live up to the hype. Near misses. These enhance rides. My favorite are the head choppers on El Toro. You seriously feel like you're about to get executed. Time Traveler. One of the most beloved coasters out there, like no joke. I've heard people say it's their number one. Basically, everyone says it's the best MOC in the US. And come to think of it, I don't think I've heard a single negative thing about this ride. Huh. Kind of want to get on it now. Planet Coaster. This is the only coaster game I've ever played, and to me, it looks the most polished and best coaster game out there, with the exception of maybe No Limits, but that's not nearly as fun. Wave turns. RMC introduced these elements a while ago, and they've caught on like wildfire. B&M did one, Intamin did one, and of course, RMC has done a bunch of them. A lot of people love these, and while I haven't been on one, I look forward to experiencing one this summer on Steve. Drops off the mid-course. These are the only reason people like mid-courses. They slow you down, but in return, you can get a killer pop of air in the back row. My favorite that I've been on is the Pop-Off Nitro, and I guess technically SheiKra has one, but that's more of just another drop. The Flying Snake Dive, the freakiest element I've ever seen and the most demonic thing I think I could possibly fathom in my mind on Ride to Happiness. B&M Hypers. As Theme Park Crazy once said, you can never go wrong with a B&M Hyper, and he's speaking straight facts. I love these things, you love these, come on. They're great rides. Accelerators launch. While I haven't been on this, I've heard this is practically one of the strongest launchers out there. You blast directly out of the station, which is basically unheard of, into a top hat at 80 miles per hour. And it's pink, like, come on. Mock rides. For some reason, this is one of the most universally beloved manufacturers. They don't even make the best rides. Everyone just loves mock rides for no reason. Maybe it's because they make Time Traveler. Nitro Station music. Need I say more? POVs. Everyone loves POVs. They just get you hyped for the ride. Onboard audio. Low-key, the most underrated things on coasters. Like, honestly, I would take Hulk over Kumba solely for the onboard audio. That's a lie. I would take Hulk over Kumba, but it's not just for the onboard audio. RMC Raptors. Besides Jersey Devil, this is probably the most beloved clone out there. The one layout that it has is near perfection, and even though I've heard some negative things about Jersey Devil, I'm sure that it's still alright and doesn't bring down the overall quality of the RMC Raptor. Inverts. One of the most influential coaster models out there, and it was B&M's original claim to fame. Top Thrill Dragster. If you like accelerators launch, then Dragster is a whole nother thing coming. This is my second most anticipated ride at CP this summer, and it's solely for the launch launch and those restraints alone. Coaster Idiots vlogs, low-key better than problematic coasters, filled with memes, humor, and chaos. Some of the best coaster content, but it's not as good as OK Coasters, the best coaster content out there, period. It's not even debatable. Silver Dollar City. Everyone loves this park, and I really don't see why. Maybe it's because it has Time Traveler. Skyrush's restraints. Love it or hate it, you gotta admit, everyone loves talking about these things. I personally don't mind them that much, but I know a lot of people really do. Okay, I've talked way too much about these restraints on my channel. I'm done talking about these. Going forward, I'm never talking about them ever again. Rollbacks. They're literally rollbacks. What do I need to say about this? Alan Schilke, the mastermind behind most coasters you love. It's not even just RMC. I mean, a lot of them are, but he's behind a lot more than you might know. Lost Coaster. He's not behind this one, but this ride is just as beloved as one of his. It's got some of the best theming on any coasters and a great layout to accompany it. B&M. You know, I used to think that everyone loved B&M, and I'm just so realizing now that a lot of people think they're just meh. But again, it's my list and I love them, so they get this high. New Gen Vekomas. US enthusiasts have been drooling over these for months now, waiting for one to make their way over. They look amazing, but no one's actually been on one to testify with them, so they could actually be mediocre and we would have no idea, but let's just pretend that they're really good because they look really good. Terrain coasters. Terrain coasters are usually just more beloved than non-terrain coasters. Lightning Rod, Voyage, Beasts, Time Traveler. These are some of people's favorite coasters, and they just all happen to be terrain. Maverick's Heartline Roll, the best element that never happened. At least we got Velocicoasters. Hollywood Nights. This is the other leg of those 2 Thuzy events with Keys to the Kingdom. This is by far the most beloved and talked about for its great water park, coaster collection, and of course the legendary Voyage night rides. RMC, most people's favorite manufacturer. Islands of Adventure. I love this park, you love this park. I'm never doing a park review in this park because everyone loves it and everyone knows that. Launches. Low-key my favorite part of coasters. Airtime. Everyone else's favorite part of coasters. El Toro, the most beloved coaster out there, and it's not just because it's great, but also because it's literally El Toro. Come on, you can't not love this. B&M clamshells, the best restraints on coasters that I've been on. Intamin, my favorite manufacturer. They make some of the most innovative and great coasters that it's almost cartoonish. And finally, number 1 is Cedar Point. This is the roller coaster capital of the world, and I can't wait to get out to it this summer if I haven't already been out to it by the time this video comes out. It has like half the things in this list too, which is kind of funny. RMC, Intamin, Airtime, launches, dragster, dive coasters, rollbacks, Cedar Fair, inverts. I mean, come on, it's got it all. This is most people's favorite park in the community, and when I go, I really wouldn't be surprised if it took mine. And yeah, that's it. I know this was kind of a weird video, but it was just more fun for me to make this list than to actually make the video and probably to watch this video. Tell me in the comments if you can think of any more things to put on this list, and I will see you next time.